Hello Joburgers, welcome to another exciting show of Joburg Today, and I'm your host, Raymond Mariku. The Gautrain MEC of Roads and Transport, Ismail Vadi, announced 32 Gautrain Social Investment Program beneficiaries yesterday in Sandton, who will also share 35 million focusing on education, community care and environmental programs.
MEC of Road and Transport Ismail Vadi announced 32 beneficiaries of the Gautrain Management Agency's Social Investment Program. 35 million rand will be divided towards the beneficiaries, which will look at social development and education.
We've selected these organizations for the work that they are doing in communities. So they range from early childhood development to preschool work, and then something more significant that is very science, education and technology field. So an organization like TRAC that's linked to Stellenbosch University is linked to a number of projects in Gauteng, and there we're really identifying students with academic potential. We take them through a structured program so that their maths and science marks are improved, their technology marks are improved, and hopefully they will choose a career in engineering, and once they complete their studies we can recruit them to work for Gautrain.
Well, we went to the GMA board and we set a set of rules, and I think it's impact in the community, measurable impact. How does it address the youth, education, making a better life in the communities? Because the original idea was that we would get money from a contractor and spend it in areas that didn't benefit directly from the train. So this is the culmination of that process.
We are completely humbled by the support from Gautrain, because it's with partnerships such as these that we are able to provide the commitment and the development that we have promised to these young children.
Oh, I'm super elated today. I just told the guys earlier, before I got here, I went to look at the community one more time because I saw the kids still playing in that rough patch. And I'm so excited for them because of what we are about to bring to them, right? So the big project that we're trying to bring closer to Alexander right now is to bring them an acceleration hub for young kids to learn robotics, to learn programming, to give them something that's different, something they don't have access to today. And to also provide them with a playground, because many of us learn to play, to count, just, an exciting environment all around.
I'm Pomashiro for Joburg Today.
Join the conversation on our social media platforms and follow us on Twitter. That's at Joburg Today, and like our Facebook page, joburgtoday.tv. It was a week of high drama in Parliament yet again. This time, though, the political shenanigans at the SABC was in the spotlight. SABC journalists slammed their former COO, Claudia Mtsweneng, for his open display for what they called unfettered power in the newsroom. Their testimonies highlighted the need to address a range of issues at the public broadcaster so that the interest of the public reigns supreme.
The headquarters of the South African Broadcasting Corporation, based here in Johannesburg, is at the heart of a controversy surrounding the state of public broadcasting. A barrage of explosive revelations were made to the Parliamentary Ad Hoc Committee on Monday night following testimonies of a few of the SABC 8, a group of journalists determined to lift the lid of Claudia Mtsweneng, the broadcaster's former CEO, who is accused of driving forward a political agenda in the newsroom. Parliament heard how Mtsweneng was a law unto himself, who was, according to the journalists, responsible for the painful death of public service journalism, which is a cornerstone to democracy itself.
The culture of fear and censorship at the SABC is possibly one of the most threatening elements and also one of the most concerning, precisely because this is the SABC and this is the role that the SABC used to occupy. It's as though it's done a complete U-turn and gone back to its apartheid roots in a very insidious and evil manner. And that, I think, is huge cause for alarm, because this is the public broadcaster. It's meant to be the place that pushes the envelope, not hides the envelope or has it shredded and then calls in the NIA to find out who was responsible to begin with. Those things are elements of a dictatorship, of a totalitarian state. And it was telling that in fact one of the ANC MPs last night called this an opus of totalitarianism, and I think that all of the testimony yesterday and preceding this leads us in that direction.
It's certainly the case that the events of the SABC are deeply troubling. The stuff that's now being said in Parliament in those hearings in many ways, it confirms what we've known for some time, although there is detail that I don't think anybody was aware of, that is now that is now spilling out into the public domain. And it's just quite extraordinary. I mean, it's shocking that such a state of affairs can have been allowed to develop. There seems to have been complete failure of management and of oversight of any kind of understanding of the public service role of the SABC.
Professor Franz Kruger pointed out just how surreal this round of revelations are against the history of similar political shenanigans in the past.
I mean, in terms of the particular revelations, I was most astounded to hear, and this I didn't know, is that there had been an attempt by the Gupta family of companies to, in some kind of way, take over SABC News. I mean, I thought that was breathtaking in its arrogance and its cheek. I mean, it was clearly pushed back and, nothing particularly happened. But that can even be, rise to the level of being discussed in a high-level meeting is just extraordinary.
The SABC is the biggest broadcaster in Africa that attracts millions of viewers. Winning this fight, according to analysts, would serve as a beacon of hope to the rest of Africa.
It's almost precisely because of the point that that other broadcasters, national broadcasters, tend to be owned by the state in Southern Africa and other parts of our continent, that we need to make sure that SABC doesn't go down that same route. We've got a good model with a little bit of political will and putting the right people into positions. And fixing some of the laws, we're not that far away. We've come pretty close to doing some really innovative and exciting things.
Whether this latest turn of events can be regarded as a significant turning point for the SABC, that remains to be seen. Further hearings will continue to take place. The ad hoc committee is expected to report back to the portfolio committee by February 18th, 2017. Nashina Mohammed for Joburg Today.
Hello everyone, my name is Kanyam Kangisa and you are watching Joburg Today.
For more news on the city, do check out our playlist. That's all from me, Ray, and the rest of the Joburg Today crew. It's goodbye.